joining us now, Fox News legal analyst Gregg Jarrett. All right, we have this new video. We'll re-rack it and show it. We'll also keep our live pictures up, Greg, and I want your legal analysis. To me, it is cut and dry. However, there are people trying to make the case, oh, this woman did nothing wrong here. What is your reaction to it from a legal standpoint?
Well, she made poor choices, and that can sometimes end tragically. And the video, Sean, does appear to corroborate what the feds have said, that the driver and her wife were taunting ICE. They were blocking ICE vehicles, part of the resistance. She was told repeatedly, get out of the car. She refused and instead gunned the accelerator with the officer in front of her or perpendicular. And it looks and sounds like he was struck by that vehicle, contrary to what critics like Mayor Fry and Tim Walz have claimed. Remember, automobiles are dangerous weapons. So the argument for justifiable self-defense seems credible, but of course it'll be up to prosecutors to evaluate all of the evidence. But their central question will be this: did the officer reasonably believe he was in imminent danger of harm or death? And the legal test is not objectively what a reasonable person would do. No, it's what this officer subjectively felt at that very moment that he acted, given his perceptions there and his past experiences, which reportedly include being hit or dragged once before. And there's one other defense here, a imperfect self-defense. An honest but mistaken belief of harm constitutes self-defense.
Do you have any doubt? Because I don't, that this, when the woman was not listening to police commands to stop and get out of the vehicle, and then she backed up, and then she accelerated, there's no doubt she accelerated right in the direction of that officer. No doubt at all. After seeing it from many angles, watching it many, many times, in that case, I think this is a cut and dry case. Now, there's a possibility of what? The feds will look into it. I doubt there will be charges. Will there be state charges potentially?
Well, the state, Sean, may try to bring charges. Good luck with that, because a federal officer is immune from state prosecution as long as he's acting within the scope of his lawful federal duties. Well, stopping a motorist who's obstructing ICE, that's a lawful duty. And also, federal officers, as you pointed out earlier in your monologue, they do have a shield through the Supremacy Clause, which gives federal law priority over state law. But let's not forget that Minnesota's sanctuary policies contributed to this. They refused to assist ICE in enforcing law. They actively interfered. They only encouraged activists like these to do the exact same thing, and tragedy ensued.
All right, Gregg Jarrett, thanks for that legal analysis. We appreciate it. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.